First, welcome into Panther Game Day. I'm here with Heber Springs coach Will Cox. Coach Cox, first of all, talk about the week, especially the first time coming off a win this season.
Well, it's been a fun week. Intensity's there. I think for the kids, it's great for them to be able to see that their hard work paid off. Obviously that game wasn't a pretty game. It had a lot of penalties, a lot of missed tackles, a lot of missed blocks, a lot of things that great teams can't do. But the most important thing is they found a way to win, and that's something we can build off of, especially coming off some really close losses. So it's been a good week. I think the focus has. We've had great focus from these kids all year, but this week they're really. You could tell they understand that the buy-in is there. They understand that there's a key to win. There's a key to victory if they continue doing what they're doing.
Is there anybody that had you a chance to watch a tape? Is there anything that stood out to you of praise or concern that you saw from watching video?
Well, concern tackling for sure. I think week one our tackling wasn't incredible. We had some missed tackles. I think we improved week two. And we've kind of been stagnant, and then I thought we took a step backwards against Stuttgart, and so it's been a real area of emphasis this week, making sure we're not developing bad habits with that. Area of praise is guys making plays when they had to make plays and coming down with it. We've struggled. We've struggled at times, especially in the passing game, catching those 50-50 balls, and it's just about a lot of times it seems like everything has to be perfect for us to make it. And we had several catches that were tough, contested catches. We had several. We took advantage on plays where things broke down and made some plays. Landon had two catches that were pretty impressive. Only one of them showed up in the stat book, but the other one, after looking over where they said it was incomplete, it was a complete pass, and so it's great to see that work paying off for those guys.
And what about offensively? It seems like you've gotten the confidence. Coming in the Harding game, you were like 14-16 on third down conversions. Since then, you've struggled a little bit. 1 of 9 last week, even though you didn't get as many third down conversions. Is that something that's concerns you a little bit?
Well, I think not every third down is the same. What's the concerning part is the third downs we're getting into. Where we were a lot better of third and short type situations, whereas now we're facing more third and longs, and so it's about being right on first and second down. Obviously great teams are great on third down, but there's a reason they're great on third down, and that's because they put themselves in a good situation. It's been a lot of emphasis on being right on first and second down, so that third down is a manageable down.
And you won the turnover battle for the first time all season last week, and of course, obviously, it helped you show up in the win column.
Yeah, and that's one thing we keep saying and we keep preaching, that we have to win the turnover battle. That was huge. They've got that fumble going into the end zone. That's in a 1-point game. That's the difference. We have to continue to do that, and that's what great football teams do. And if we want to become great, that's what we have to do.
And talk about CAC. They, from what I'm understanding, is they had a lead late in the fourth quarter and lost it to an Upstart Mills program. Talk about them and what we can expect from the Mustangs.
Well, Mills is playing really good football right now, and so it's not the Mills team of last year. Coach Lee at Mills is doing a really good job, and so that CAC game was a back and forth. It was a good game, and CAC is they're 0-2 in conference right now, so they're a team that has nothing to lose, and they're going to open it all up against us. They're going to run, we'll see some trick plays. They've got a really good quarterback, Palmer. He's originally from Heber. He can really sling the ball around. He's a really good asset for them. And so it's a good team, and they've played good teams, and they've played in some tight games. So it'll be a good battle. And what we were talking about, third downs and turnovers, that's going to be key. And if you look back to CAC and Heber in the past, that's been key. And last year that was the difference in the game, and it was a big game for Heber. But we had a lot of turnovers, and that was the difference.
And what's it going to take for y'all to win? I mean, you talked about the turnovers, obviously, and third down, but what's some other stuff that we could take to win?
Right. Well, defensively, we're going to have to do our job. And I know that's cliche, and but with what we're doing defensively, we can't get caught up in guys trying to cover other guys or trying to do somebody else's job. Just focusing on being being aligned right, having your eyes right. When you're grading film, I always say about 90% of the mistakes you can root back to the guy's eyes weren't right or he wasn't aligned right. You fix those two things, and you immediately take a replacement level player to a mid to top tier type player. And so defensively we have to do that. Offensively we have to be able to balance. And so whatever they're giving us, we have to be able to take it, whether that means they're light in the box and we can run the ball, or whether they're trying to pack it, run a cover zero type look, and force us to throw. We have to make the plays and take whatever they give us.
Injury-wise, how are you this week coming in and heading into the Mustangs?
We're good. We have one guy who won't be able to go, Harley Bresnahan. He had a concussion in the Stuttgart game, so he's in the concussion protocol, and we're taking it. His headaches lasted a couple more days than normal, so we're going real cautious with that, being smart with that. And as long as his progression is good, he'll be good for next week. But we're holding him out of this game.
All right, Coach. We'll appreciate it, and good luck tonight.
All right, thank you. Go Panthers.